Welcome back to Unlocking RuneScape. In this series, I have separated all of the bosses into different tiers and must fill in collection log slots to progress forward. With the beginner tier bosses completed, we have now moved up to the easy tier, which is composed of these bosses. The goal to move out of this tier is filling 29 new collection log slots. Let's get started. I spent the entirety of the last episode going for one goal, and that was the Mauritania Legs 3. These are going to be very helpful for the grind we are taking on in this episode, which is obviously beginning Barrows. We did grind our stats up quite a bit in order to do this. I'm very excited to take on the Barrows grind. However, grinding up those stats and doing all those quests has actually costed me a little bit of money. So we don't have too big of a cash stack right now, and I want to use a blowpipe and a toxic trident when we're doing Barrows. So we're probably going to have to liquidate some of our items, including things like the whip, which is going to kind of suck. I also do have a lot of things in here, like all these bird's nests that I want to sell off, so I'm going to go ahead and do all that and see how much money we have. Alright, honestly, I had a lot more stuff in there than I expected. 2.7 mil worth of just random things, mostly in the bird's nest, to be honest. Birdhouse runs are always just consistently good money. So I'm going to have to sell off some other stuff in here. We'll figure it out. I've never in my life felt like more of a complete Chad than I do at this exact moment. Pretend that these darts and scales are a blowpipe. I have an offer in, but for some reason the blowpipe is going up in price when I'm trying to buy it right now, so I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, this gear looking pretty amazing. I look like a bot. I look like a horrible bot or a horrible noob. There's one thing that I have noticed about this gear that needs some upgrading. Okay, that's not true. There's like 20 million things about this gear that needs some upgrading. But there's one big thing I've noticed about this gear that needs some upgrading. I don't have a Mage Arena 2 cape yet. As a matter of fact, I don't even have a Mage Arena 1 cape yet. Now, a lot of you guys know that at Barrows, mage accuracy means nothing as long as you're above the point where you're going to be splashing constantly, and having a staff on will pretty much do that for you. However, the Mage Cape gives you magic damage bonus, just like the Occult Necklace does, and just like the Tormented Bracelet that I can't afford does. So I'm going to go get that really quick. I am 76 magic, so it shouldn't be too hard. I think I can actually boost up with a magic potion in order to use the charge spell. So it might cost me pretty much every remaining GP that I have, but it's probably worth it. Well, there's Mage Arena 1 completed. I forgot how much of a complete joke that is. And with one more cast, there we go, we can now use Stardome and Strike outside of the arena, which is the final of the 3 spells. Now I'm going to go buy a magic potion, because I think it'll give me a +4 boost, so I can use the charge spell to do a little bit more damage. Okay, didn't get attacked at all, thankfully. I got way too risky at the end with some of this. I just walked past a couple of people that were doing PVM stuff and just sat there. I'm going to go ahead and get my Guthix Cape imbued. And there we go, that is the Mage Arena 2 completed. We have ourselves the best in slot magic cape. Let's go do some Barrows. My goal for this video in terms of items that I want to get is, of course, Bolt Racks, that's a freebie, and maybe like 10 to 12 unique Barrows items. I feel like that's a pretty good starting goal. So let's go ahead and head over to Barrows, start making some money. Oh, and I know people are going to say, why are you using the Barrows tablets? It's because I don't have the magic level to make the portal in my POH yet, so I'm just doing this instead. This item is the Strange Old Lockpick. A lot of you are probably familiar with it, but it's a fairly new item that came out with the Hallowed Sepulchre. As you can see, this door isn't able to be opened. I'm supposed to run around the entire Barrows coffer area. Well, if I just use the lockpick on the door, bam, it's open. Use it on this door, bam, we're right to the chest. This should drastically speed up my runs and is definitely worth the investment, especially since I'm teleporting out after every run anyway. Normally, I'm going to be doing the 2 skeleton, 1 bloodworm method, but for this first run, I'm going to get 100% just so I can get myself some bolt racks for the collection log. Alright, the first ever Barrows chest. Alright, we got the bolt racks that we wanted, and that is perfectly okay. Everything else doesn't really matter too much. Well, that is kill count number 20 here at Barrows. We have yet to get our first item, which isn't that big of a deal. The drop rate is constantly contested, so some people say it's 1 in 17, some people say it's 1 in 16. Pretty sure the wiki says it's like 1 in 14. I don't know anymore, but I know that 20 KC we should have an item. The runs still aren't particularly fast because I'm a pretty low level, and apparently I got a magic level and didn't even realize it. I'm still pretty low level, so my max hit is quite low with the trident, and the blowpipe is, you know, it's good for what it is, but it doesn't speed up the runs that much. The Strange Old Lockpick, though, 100% worth it. I haven't even gone through a single one yet. They're only like 35k or something. And this is pretty much a prime example of why I got the Moritani Legs 3. Almost an 150k chest in just runes. Still dry at Barrows, 36 KC now. But that's not actually what this clip is about. I just checked my strange old lockpick, and it only has 2 charges remaining on it. But I then took a look at the ALK price, which is 19.2k. So if this works and it actually ALKs for 19.2k, which it did, I just made back half the money I spent on that, and I used the whole thing. Because they're worth 30k, and this one is still full charges now. It doesn't work like things like Rings of Recoil, where it remembers the charges. It's linked to the item individually, so I basically just made all the money back after using that. So it's basically a zero cost thing. Alright, item. Finally! Finally! Oh my god, and I can definitely say finally. Oh my lord, that took forever. It's not even a really good item, to be honest, but we don't really care about that. That is our first collection log slot filled. That is, of course, not the, what did we get? The bolt racks. Barracks Flail on 45 KC for our first item. Decided to actually buy some Barrows pieces. They're not going to degrade super quickly, and the defenses are so much better than Dragon that I should be taking less damage. Something to point out, by the way, these are the runes we've had so far, and according to my loot tracker, we've made almost 3 million GP already, and that's with only one item, and that one item is honestly a fairly negligible value. So Barrows should definitely get us a good amount of money, especially if we keep going this dry between items. Well, this is going to be chest number 50 at Barrows. Unfortunately, still no item. But, I mean, like I said before, Barrows is making us a good amount of money. And even though I have to recharge my trident here, we're actually still profiting and getting a little bit of passive magic XP. So, it's pretty nice. Yes, finally. Oh my god. I know so many creators use the word finally without, like, justification to it. But man, 2 Barrows items and 81 chests. Definitely not the worst dry streak in the world, but that is very, very demotivating with how slow this is, but I'm very happy to finally get another item. Again, it's not the most expensive one, but definitely will take it for the collection log. Well, there it is. That is Barrows chest number 100. No new items since the Varix top, but you know what? That's fine. This is making me feel a lot better about my decision to get the Moritani Legs 3, because without it, we would have made a lot less money. I think I'm going to take some of the surplus runes we've had and sell them back to the Grand Exchange in order to rebuy my smoke staff so that I can just go splash some magic training in my downtime. Also, to anybody wondering, I have been getting about 10 to 12 kills per hour, which is pretty much about what I expected. It would be a lot higher, but I mean, my gear and stats are not super great. The higher your mage level, the higher damage you're going to be doing with your trident, so my max hits aren't super high. Whoa! That is good. That is very, very, very good. That is a Carol's leather top. That chest was worth... okay, there's a lot of 6s in there, making me a little uncomfortable. But that is a Carol's leather top. That is one of the most expensive items from Barrows. And it is our 3rd item. Maybe things are finally going to start turning around for us. That's going to say let's go, but that's kind of cringe. That's huge, dude. Wow, that's the K-bow. Okay. There's another item. I guess it's, you know, it's been a while since the K-top already, I'm pretty sure, but you know what? That's 4 items. I'm happy. Ooh. That is a good item. Darrock plate legs. I think almost every item in the Darrock set's actually pretty valuable, so I believe that's item number 5. To be honest, I'm trying not to keep track too much because it's a little draining, but hopefully the items keep coming in. We should honestly be pretty close to 10 items already, so maybe we'll start getting the big streak. Oh, Carol's skirt now. We're just missing the coif to have full Carols, dude. What the heck? That's nuts. I don't think this one's worth too much either, unfortunately. Actually, 230k. That's pretty good. I thought most of the money was coming from the runes in that one. You know what? That's probably about average. Oh no, somebody fell for the lure outside of the Ferox Enclave. Oh my god, he actually died. Wow. Wow. Oh, baby, that is... I don't know why I reacted so intensely to that. I'm a main account. I can just buy one of these if I need it. Wow. That is an error. These have gone down a lot. I feel like they used to be more expensive. Is the K-top the most expensive item now? Well, dang. I mean, I'm definitely not upset. That's a nice, cool 1.2 mil added to the bank again. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I don't even care that we're not getting a lot of items now because we've gotten, I think, the 2 best items. Ooh, we got a back-to-back. Nice. Torag's helmet. I mean, it's not worth a lot, but again, I don't really care that much if the items are worth a lot. It's just nice to finally be getting some uniques, to be honest with you. Eric's flail. I think that's a dupe. I've been here for a long time. I'm pretty sure that's a dupe. Yeah, that was the first item I got a while ago. Alright, well, that's our first dupe. But you know what? It's actually not that big of a deal. When you're going for 10 items, you expect to get like at least 1 dupe in there, so. This would have been 200 chest count, but I accidentally used a Barrows tab, so it's going to be 199. No item, that's alright. I have to go, like, recharge my trident, fix my Barrows pieces. A lot of it's starting to degrade pretty heavily, and I think I'm going to take a little break to do some splashing. I don't think I can afford any of the upgrades that are super relevant to me yet, like the Tormented Bracelet or Necklace of Anguish, so I think we just hold on to the runes for now and don't sell them. Oh, another pair of Darrock plate legs. That's another dupe, I believe, but hey, that's a much more expensive dupe than the last one. So you know what? 0 complaints. I will take that. Money is very, very useful right now. You know, this is an item I think most people wouldn't be too happy to see. And despite us still being kind of unlucky on items overall, we're getting a lot of uniques and barely any dupes. And believe it or not, I think that actually completes the entire Carol set. Oh my god, it does. We've had a full Barrows set already. That's so weird. Like, that just looks wrong. That just looks so wrong to have this whole set done and have like almost nothing over here. That is, however, our 9th unique, of course not counting the bolt racks. So we just need 1 more Barrows item. I'm really hoping we get it by 250. Because, yeah, you know, we're pretty far past the drop rate. KC number 250. Can we get our 10th item? No, we can't. Alright, I have to go buy more Barrows tabs. There's 275 KC. Whatever. We'll get it soon. Ooh. Finally, we get another item. It's not a unique, but it's another Carol's top, which is honestly amazing. And I'm so happy. That was like another like 40 dry streak or something ridiculous. I will take another Carol's top. Still not letting us wrap up our goal for the video, but that's a huge boost to the cash stack. No, is that another duplicate? Oh, I think it is. Well, I mean, at least we're starting to get some items again. We're still, I think, like 7 or 8 behind what we should have, but it's better than not getting any. There is 300 Barrows chests. We have not gotten a new unique in a little while, but I have to go back to the GE and resupply my blowpipe and trident again. And buy more tabs. Oh! There it is. I'm pretty sure we have not had that yet. That is a pair of Torag's plate legs. Let's go double check the bank. I've been slacking on my bird runs, but that is a new unique. That means we have had 10 Barrows uniques, plus of course the bolt racks as well, which was my goal for this video. Admittedly, it took a lot longer than I thought it would. Let's go sell off the spoils and check our bank value. Well, goddamn. That's a 12 mil cash stack just from selling off the tab. Our bank value is already over 30 million gold. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. I'm definitely going to buy back the Berserker Ring and re-imbue that. I might actually be AFKing some Nightmare Zone pretty soon here. I'm not sure, depending on other accounts that I have to work on. But wow, that is a fantastic start. I'm very happy with that. In the next episode, we're going to be continuing to poke at the easy tier. Probably starting on some of the other bosses we have that are like the Wildy Demi bosses. I'm kind of excited for that, to be honest with you. And with all the money we just got, we can probably afford a crossbow for things like Chaos Fanatic. So that should make that a lot faster. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell as well so you don't miss any future uploads. And have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out, everybody.